Alright guys, what is up? Welcome back to the Conflict of Nick channel. I'm your host Nick, and welcome back to the Iranian Incursion series. This is going to be part 2, and there's a big battle on the way as you guys can see. We're invading Afghanistan and Pakistan. Our Air Force is wreaking havoc, and our anti-aircraft is taking down this fighter probably in just a second. Yeah, it's going really well so far. We've got the Egyptian Navy on the way bombarding this. Pakistan and Afghanistan are active, so that's interesting. We're gonna roll right through the cities, take a bunch of resources, and stop their production potential. They're moving stuff, and that's a very bad move by them because they're not getting those defensive bonuses. But our Air Force has proven to be so deadly right now. We just pretty much almost killed a single recon division there. There was a stack of 3 here that we killed while with this defending. Actually, what I did is we took this province, he tried to take it back. I set this moving recon division to wait, and so it got a defensive bonus in this province, and so it completely demolished that 3 stack. Pakistan looks like he's moving either a recon division or some armor, like a tank or something over here to probably stop me, but he's not going to be able to stop me. And if he tries to counterattack, my Air Force is going to kill him. So, what else is going on besides this? So, oh, that guy's not dead. Surprising. We'll go for this one. So, what all is going on besides this battle? So, my other ambition is to obviously attack Kazakhstan because he's taken a lot, and his coalition members are already fighting a battle. So it'll be a pretty easy snag. I go to political view. I actually took a bit of Greece because Turkey did need help. So I did end up getting some stuff there in the end. So it was a good resource boost. Egypt is in a skirmish with Italy right now. They're not at war yet, but they're kind of like at a blocking battle, if you will. They're trying to cut each other off and all that. So basically, he's working in Africa. He's doing his work there. A-Train and Bass in Israel, they're all with me right now attacking Afghanistan and Pakistan. So that's basically what's been going on. There has been one coalition that's pretty much been superior in the EU. There's been, I believe, German, Polish, Austrian, Serbian coalition. I think it's either Sweden or something else. But they've been completely dominant in Europe, and I think they're probably going to fight this coalition soon, or potentially even switch up and remove their inactive players and all that. So really, it's coming down to us expanding and being able to take on those bigger coalitions. We've got some ones in Asia that we're going to have to fight probably. The EU is probably our biggest threat though. We've got a decent coalition in SA actually, a 4-person I think. So those will also be pretty dangerous. I think we've got a coalition made of North America as well. But really, it's just going to come down to us being able to get this biggest military possible and be able to completely take down our opponents. So my strategy, like I said, for attacking is what you want to do is I have 10 stacks and I split one off to take some provinces, and I have this guy going from Bandar Abbas and then I have him going back. What you want to do is you want to roll right through their cities and basically destroy everything and destroy their means of production, their means of producing troops, resources, everything. So basically they're trying to reclaim or defend already lost and useless cities and territory. So it's not going to matter too much. This guy is trying to cut me off at Hyderabad. That's fine. Our Air Force is going to come in and clean that up. Afghanistan is trying to stop Saudi Arabia, and it looks like Saudi Arabia only lost 1 infantry to Afghanistan's 4 in that battle. So it's looking relatively easy right now. Israel's got some troops on the way, and it's just really looking like a pretty simple and easy war for us right now. Also, I want to talk about infrastructure for a minute. Our infrastructure is very good because, as you guys can see, we've got level 5 industries here, level 5, 5, 5, 1 because of the fuel, 1, and 4. Now, the reason being I didn't level up my fuel cities this time is because I have 2 of them, so I don't need too much right now because I'm already making 3.6k a day. That's pretty solid. I'm more focused on getting my components and electronics especially, as well as my supplies and raw materials and stuff, because it's just so much more important to me than fuel at this very moment. And like I said, as you guys can see, the resources are way more abundant in this game. I'm already making almost 3k raw materials a day on day 9. That's insane. But it's just really important, guys. I can't stress enough how important infrastructure is. I'm encouraging Saudi Arabia and all them to upgrade their infrastructure and do good. They're doing that. Some of them are not, and in the long run, they'll kind of start to see why we're ahead, and it's because of that reason. We have some cities to annex. We have, like I said, Basra. We have Tbilisi. We have so many cities that are safe for us to annex, like close to home. Unrelated to my last comment, this is future Nick here, hours in advance compared to what the first few minutes of this video were. I had work today and everything, and so I figured I'd make it inclusive in this video that I gave you guys the conclusion and final standing on the battle that took place today earlier in the video. So, as earlier in the video you guys saw, we were advancing probably about here, but where this motorized infantry is. And as you can see, it's all taking over. It's all taken over. I took over most of Pakistan. I let Saudi Arabia take most of Afghanistan, and Pakistan put up a really fearsome fight, actually. Israel also came in. Pakistan sent multiple divisions, including an elite infantry division, especially to this city. As you can see, it's smoking and the population is decimated because of all the battles that happened. And he even sent a counterattack that made it to this city, and it almost fell, but my Air Force was there to save the day, and some timely reinforcements. So pretty much, as you guys can see in the red, Pakistan is basically dead. He owns Madagascar, Kerguelen Islands, Diego Garcia, and most of his Indian claims are gone. They basically fell really fast, and they could not do much against our coalition effort, even though it was mainly me, Saudi, and Egypt providing some naval assistance, and Israel coming in for some land grabs as well. They really didn't stand a chance, mainly because of our jets as well. Our jets, I think, were the main turning of the tide in that battle, and also Saudi's fighters. Saudi had a lot of fighters. They were able to put in some good groundwork even, so it was really good. So as you guys may have noticed, I am now going into Kazakhstan, and Kazakhstan is allied with Russia, China, and I believe, I don't remember what the other one was. Anyway, they got a pretty decent coalition, but Kazakhstan is a very easy target, and like I said earlier in the video, Russia is being fought by Belarus, and they're murdering each other, and that's perfect, because now I can get free cities for myself. I'm taking these Kazakhstan cities, and I'm getting component cities, I'm getting electronic cities, supply cities, and a bunch of these provinces. And I want to explain the importance of provinces for a minute. As you guys can see, all these provinces have a production per day, just like a city. Let's take Tehran, for example. Production per day, 2,193 rare components, 2,941 cash per day, 368 manpower per day. Now take a homeland province. I have 144 cash per day and 15 manpower. Now multiply that by basically the numerous amount of provinces I own. I own so many. These provinces are overall making my economy so good. It is giving me such a boost. Even without cities, these would give me a significant boost. People may think that taking provinces are not that good, but it is really important actually, and that's why, as you can see, I'm routing my infantry in a very weird way, because I'm taking all of these open field and desert provinces, because they're going to give me all those little boosts that add up. So that's my goal right now, is to take these cities for free. Sadly, my strike fighters cannot reach Nur Sultan, but I'm going to actually have them bombard this Pakistan trooper, because I'm pretty sure he has a couple in this province for some unknown reason. So, right now, what is also happening? China just sent a destroyer here, and it was a really weird battle. It was pretty much dead even, and Turkey basically saved his destroyer by using this fighter jet to kill that destroyer. It was a really anticlimactic battle, but really suspenseful at the same time. Turkey's going for Ethiopia as well, and the reason China sent that destroyer was because Ethiopia is actually an ally of China. That's the person I was missing. Turkey's taking these cities. I directed them to take these cities because it's free resources, and Turkey doesn't really have anywhere to go, as you can see. Really, the only places he can go is Africa, or take a little bit of Russia, potentially. But that's not really a good idea, because, as you guys can see, this European coalition is pushing that way. Generally, our biggest threat, like I said, has been the European coalition, and we're hoping that a surprise attack does not come, but we've got ships to protect his coastal cities, and so that'll all work out, hopefully. Now, our goals, as I'll reiterate, I probably said it early in the video, I got more strikes being built, more anti-air and infantry. I'm annexing Basra finally, and I'm building a level 3 port to do subs and frigates as well, eventually. So we're going to be needing some SAM launchers, some theater defenses as well. That's what we're going for. We're researching the Su-27 flanker, the level 4 strike fighter, the next tech level, and we're also getting level 5 motorized infantry. And soon we're going to have the mortars. Modern infantry is one of the best units in the game, even though it's so common because of the mortars. As I said in the previous series, if you guys haven't watched that, I'll explain it again. Max level motorized infantry, basically, once you get to the 3rd tech level, aka modern, if I go in the tech tree, you will see that it gains a feature that is really useful. It has attack range of 20. And the reason being is that, as stated in the actual description, can engage hostile units at range with mortar. So this means basically you can attack units with no range for free without taking any damage in return. And it's so useful because so many people don't upgrade their infantry like that. So you can hit and run, you can bombard and then retreat, or you can just stay there and keep bombarding them forever until they eventually die or they have to make a move. So it's really important, and that's what I suggest going for as one of your first upgrades all the time, especially if you're in apocalypse game mode, because the research isn't limited. Now, I also have been thinking about what else I'm going to go for in Air Force, and I think for that I'm probably going to invest in stealth strike fighters, because they're very good, because not many people max out their SAM launchers to detect stealth, and this unit is stealth when not engaged in combat, and it does 11 damage to armor and infantry. And to compare that with a max level strike fighter, they're only doing 9. So if you have a 5 stack, you're doing 55. That's insane. So that's going to be one of my main things, and I'm probably going to have some multiple rocket launchers and stuff like that in the future. Like I said, the economy is insane in this game mode, and I'll probably have time for it. But generally, just to sum it up, our overall movements right now, we're trying to push this way, we're trying to push east into Asia, and then we're going to have to prepare ourselves for the inevitable fight with Europe. South America is landing in Ghana, so that is definitely an interesting part of this battle. Egypt has its naval officer, cruisers, as well as destroyers engaging these Cameroon targets. He's taking a bunch of land here. It's going to be a good land grab. And so we're going to see how this plays out. So finally, I know it's probably been a long one. This is going to conclude part 2 of the Iranian incursion. Part 3 will potentially be a battle, but I'm not sure yet. It depends on what happens in the game. I'm also debating filming my other game as France. We're fighting a Golder, so maybe I'll do a battle video on that. But guys, please leave a like on the video if you liked it. Dislike it if you hated it. Leave a comment. Subscribe if you like the channel. It really helps me out. It really helps the algorithm. Please follow the series. Tell your friends about it. Shout out my channel to everybody you know. Help me grow. I hope you enjoy the series, guys, and I will catch you in part 3 of the Iranian incursion. Have a good night, guys. Later.